next battle might be very close because it's Bad News versus EFB member JC.
Sorry, bro. I don't think this is gonna be close, man. I mean, shout
Wow,
out to
come
Bad
on.
News.
Okay, here's
Shout
your
out to Bad
bias goes,
News.
man. Tell me why JC's gonna win. Go ahead, man. I'm
He's the
ready for
Reaper,
this.
man. He's the Reaper. One of the top, arguably top five writers of all time in battle rap.
Oh,
Uh, Bad News. Again, I always call this man a professional battle rapper. He's super entertaining. His energy. He's one of the few that can match my energy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and he has
but
haymakers.
what? Go
But
ahead.
at the end of the day, when we look at this shit in black and white, I'm not looking at what's happening on stage. I'm listening. I want to just see this one. I just want to put my earphones on and not look at the back and just listen to this one. And if I'm listening, I feel like JC is going to show he is a few levels above Bad News in terms of what they can write down on that piece of paper. And so I got to go. And I'm EFB on top of that. So you got to throw the EFB bias in there as well. But take that out of it. I still got JC just as a guy who prefers the super intricate shit, the slick, witty. Yeah, man. I gotta go JC. And
Um,
I'm not sure if this is gonna be close, man. Like
no, it would.
that's no shot to my man Bad News because Bad News is my bro. But I think he might
Well,
be, I don't know. I don't want to say he overmatched. But if he
hold
gonna win,
on.
is wait a minute.
I,
Hold on. Did that say main event? Oh, damn. Oh, that's the main event. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's main event too. Damn. All right, News. If there's ever a chance to prove me wrong and shut me up, this is it.
well, okay. So here's the thing, though, man. Home field advantage. This is where it matters,
You just
man.
said, huh? You
You know,
just called it
okay,
for the
okay.
other. You called it for
Hold
D.I. the
on,
Henny,
man.
man.
Hold on, man. When you look at the name PG Skillet, and then you look at the name
Right,
Bad
right, right, right,
News,
right, right. I'll see that. I'll get
you
that.
who we know who's the bigger name. We know who you know who the fans come to see, man. And it's and I just think that it's going to be a huge advantage for Bad News. Bad News just had a classic with Bill Collector. He's been up against Geechee Gotti. He's been against Danny Meyer. So no, let's act like he hasn't been gone against guys with the pens. And with JC, with the guys with the pens, that it has been shown and proven that you could have a great pen and still get your ass whipped in the battle. That's what happened with Sue Surf and JC. Forgot about that. That's what
Yeah,
happened with Loaded Lux versus Geechee Gotti. We forgot about that.
right,
So sometimes the pen. Sometimes it's just not.
right.
You gotta have
J,
more
J,
than that.
I will say this: JC do need to bring out the animal side in him in this battle.
And that's the same thing.
I don't want the laid back JC that's just trying to out rap. You got to be animal with Bad News, man, because
I think
he's like that for real.
I think JC will be getting in his face because especially with the crowd behind Bad News, and Bad News have a habit of getting people's faces and barking on people. I think it's gonna
JC, turn up,
I
bro.
th- I think it's gonna be like that. So, but with that being said, man, I'm taking Bad News in a 2-1 battle.
Oh man.
2-1 battle. Now, this is called a close battle. I think this will be close. I think you're wrong. I think you're just you speak so highly about JC and you're just overlooking what Bad News could do. And you look at his past couple
Also,
opponents.
hold on though. But watch this. I'm going with hard data. So when Bad News gets in front of the elite battle rappers, his win percentage is not very high. Does he compete? Does he make it good fights? Yes. Watch his battle versus starting with me. Did very well. could not quite get over the hump. Watch his battle with Geechee Gotti. He did well, could not get over the hump. Watch his battle with Tay Rock. He did well, could not get over the hump. There, his history does
do
not.
you
His history does not show that once he gets in front of the elite battle rappers, he's gonna win these
oh,
battles.
hold on, man. Did you just realize the names that you mentioned?
The elites, and JC is one of the elites. He's in EFB with me and Geechee for a
No, he's
reason.
not. No, he's not. He's not. He is not in the same class as Danny Myers. He's
He's in
not
the
in the same.
same group with
No,
us for a
hold on.
reason.
Okay, Next is in the same group with you guys. Franchise is in the same group, but he ain't. They ain't in the same class as you
They
guys.
got their own thing though.
Look at
Like
this, man. Look at this. Look at this.
Next
When you
and
talk,
franchise are different type of animals.
dude, when you talk about Tay Rock, Geechee Gotti, Danny Myers, they are not. JC is not in the same class as them.
Well,
JT.
but okay, cool. Even if okay, you are welcome to have your opinion, and that's fine, right?
Do you
But
think JC is in the same?
but
Do you
what
think
you
JC is
can't
in the
say.
same class as you? Do you think that?
Me and JC had a great battle. We've been in
No,
this. We've been in several groups. I feel like I'm the best in the world, so I don't put nobody.
Hold on.
I don't put nobody in the class with me. So,
Okay, there you
but I
go.
will say,
That proves my point. He
but
is
I
not in
will
the.
say this. I will say this. He still is an elite battle rapper. Like JC's not mid tier. He's an elite level battle rapper. There's a reason why he got a surf battle. There's a reason why he was getting ready to get a Loaded Lux battle. The man is elite. I don't think Bad News is going to be able to beat JC based on his history of losing versus elite battle rappers.
Well, if you look at JC's history, he got 30 by Sue Surf. At least.
But Surf is another elite level battle rapper though.
Well, it was, so guess what? When JC, when Bad News went up against Rock, Geechee, and you, he didn't die. JC died against Sue Surf, man.
We're not talking about JC. We're not talking about JC versus Surf right now. We're talking about JC versus Bad News now, unless you saying Bad News is the same level as a Sue Surf. Now it'll make sense to me if you're saying Bad News is the same level as Sue Surf.
I think you're downplaying the work that Bad News has done, man.
I'm not downplaying his skill or his work because I call this man a professional battle rapper. He's one of them.
You just mentioned the elites that he's went up against. Like, what do you expect?
But he's not winning.
What would you expect him to do? You expect him to win those battles?
No.
You expect him to beat Geechee? You expect him to beat Danny Myers?
No.
You expect him to beat Tay-Rock?
No. So why would I expect him to beat JC? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't.
JC is not in the class of the three that we mentioned right now.
They will tell you JC is in the same class as them.
Of course, because they're biased. What this is what JC is, and I hate to do this to this man because I like JC, man. I think he's a great person. I think JC is a one-trick pony, man.
So when you say one-trick pony, what does that mean?
Pen.
He only
That's
can
all
do
he
what?
Pen. That's what he
has. Even if I can slightly agree, because he do got stage presence. Hold on, let's not take away. I don't think, and despite the man's dancing ability, he's really not one of the better battle rap performers. But his presence and his aura alone makes up for whatever else he might be lacking in. And that's why I say, JC, for this Bad News battle, you gotta turn up. Don't just sit there and rap like you just rapping poems and you're being highly skilled poetic wise. No, you gotta be an animal with Bad News. So I got JC. I got JC, man. I'm not going against. I'm not going to change my mind.
Well, this could be a never-ending story. So you're not gonna budge. I'm not gonna budge. So
we just got. Hey, you had to be there. I'm not gonna be there. You're not gonna be there. We gonna just be hearing different stories. We're gonna be hearing that JC got 30, and we're gonna be hearing that Bad News got 30. and we
I
ain't gonna
wanna
know. And that's why it's called You Had to Be There.
I wanna make a
So,
wage. I wanna make a wager on it because you talking crazy now.
all right, yeah, we can put a little light 20 on it.
Okay,
We
let's
put a
go.
light 20.